What is up, my friends? Welcome back. Today's an exciting day. We're back to modding the STi. That's right. We got a quick, easy, simple, fairly cost-effective couple mods here to do. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. Let's just jump right into it. So I got an email from Diode Dynamics. They sent me an email and said, "Hey Chuck, you got a Subaru. We make a few parts that'll fit your Subaru. Are you interested in trying them out on your Subaru?" And I was like, heck yes I am. Send them over. I'd love to give them a shot, try them out, make a video about them, and just kind of, you know, give my general thoughts and opinions on the install and what they look like and stuff. So that's what we got tonight. We got a bunch of Diode Dynamics stuff. We're gonna go over the parts here in a second, but yeah, it should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward, and fairly cost effective. The parts don't look that expensive. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so here's the box of stuff we're gonna get into. Basically the main components: Tailless turn. I've seen these for a while. I know some people who have them. I just never thought about picking them up. I guess I didn't realize that they were actually plug and play, and you didn't have to mod your OEM wiring. So pretty cool. Tailless turn, we're gonna install these. This also has what they call the backup module, which means that you can mod it to include another reverse light. So I'm gonna show you that too. Then the other big thing is the smart tap flasher relay. This thing's cool because you can like program it to do a bunch of different like variations on your hazards and stuff. They can like wig wag and strobe and do some other stuff. And it's got cool stuff like approach lights, I guess is what, I don't know if they call it approach lights. Basically you unlock the car from a distance, lights will stay on for like a programmable amount of time, etc. And you can adjust the amount of taps to your lane change tap. Stock on my car is 3. I think you can bump it up on this to like 5 to 9 or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, that. And then these are all just supporting LEDs. I don't have LEDs on the front turns, so LEDs for the front turns, and then these are going to replace both of my rear turn signal, which will become a backup light, and the backup light that's currently in there. So yeah. All right, so what is the Tailless turn module and why do you care? Let me show you real quick. Stock tail light, clearly. Stock, this is the factory turn signal, factory running light / brake light. This little guy here is where your reverse light is. Basically, this is not an LED. This is a cool little LED strip. You can replace this with an LED, but this is still the turn signal. Tailless turn basically makes this outer strip double as your turn signal. So this outer strip will actually blink like this does, which leaves this an open bulb, and then you can run dual reverse lights to get that super bright backup. So basically, instead of the yellow here, you'll now have a red turn signal. It'll be this kind of C-shaped light you see there. And yeah, should be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so this is pretty simple. There's one of these little wiring harnesses per side. What it's gonna do is basically plug into the back of your light and then into the actual like wiring harness of your vehicle. It's basically a little extension. It's got like a little resistor built in, and I don't know what else is in here, but it basically rewires the light to, when your turn signal blinks, to blink that C light instead. This one is cool because it gives you the option, if you see this little guy here, it gives you the option to tap one of the other lights and then reuse your turn signal socket as a backup light. Important to note, replacing your backup bulb with an LED is required if you want to run this. It's just so it doesn't draw too much power running two like actual incandescent bulbs. So yeah, it's pretty easy. The hardest part is going to be getting access to the back of the light. It's not that hard, but you got to pull off some of this crap. So let's do that, and then we'll get the install going. All right, you don't actually need a whole lot of room, just enough to peel this back. You take a look. This guy has to become unplugged here. If I can do it with one hand. All right, so this is the harness we're going to extend. It's going to basically plug into here and then plug into that. We need to go ahead and replace our LED bulbs though, our backup and turn signal bulbs. let's go ahead and do that. All right, so you don't have to mod your actual wiring harness in your car. You're just going to use this little T-tap connection that they provide. It's going to fit down inside this little groove here. This is going to come over the top and get crimped down. There you go. Crimp it down, it should connect in. And then this is cool. Just gets plugged directly into the side of this. Now, the one that was on your turn signal will have power. The green one here is the reverse light. So you'll have power with the reverse light. Use your extra bulb, double reverse light. Super easy. All right, so literally plugs in there. This plugs into your factory harness. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Can I do it? Need help? All right. All right, this plugs in here. So all we've done is extend the factory harness using this little thing. I think in theory, they give you like little mounting points for this. I might just use some double stick tape and just kind of tape it under here so it's not back here rattling around. But first I want to verify that all this is working and that the bulbs are working properly. So let's do that. All right, let's check it out. Tailless turn, stock turn signal. It does look really cool, I'll have to admit. It looks really good. I like the LED-ness versus the incandescent side. Yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit more modern looking. I do like it. I like it more than I thought I would. All right, hopefully this isn't too bright. Dual reverse light, single reverse light. That's what the mod will give you. It'll fill up the whole thing, give you extra reverse light power versus just deleting the bulb and not using it. Pretty cool. I like it, especially considering that you don't have to mod your own wiring harness. Now I got to replace the middle two bulbs because they're all brown and ugly looking. And yeah, let's do that side. I'll tidy up this side, do that side, move on to the smart tap. All right, I got some 3M tape, 3M double stick I'm going to use to just mount these little things. So this guy is kind of metalish. I'm going to use the 3M, cut it a little big. I'm going to use it to mount it to the car, basically onto the panel, stick it to the car. So this guy, I'll put 3M on him and just maybe like mount it right there so it's not all jiggly and stuff back there. I don't have subs or anything, but you never know. Could be you know, the exhaust or whatever, like vibrating that thing. I don't want that. All right, so this is what it'll look like. An extension of your factory harness. Factory harness plugs in here. Diode dynamic harness plugs in there. Little loop to the green wire if you want reverse light. And then I 3M'd that guy to the side, just so he's not flopping around back here. And that's it. You're done. Alrighty, finished product with the reverse lights on. Dual reverse lights on both sides. Tons of light back here. It's not super dark in here, but plenty of light. Gonna be awesome, especially because I actually have the light smoke film over the reverse light section, so should definitely help. So here's the flashers. This is what the turn signals look like. I think they look really cool. I wasn't expecting to be so pumped about them, and I really like them. All right, onto the smart tap relay. Basically, this thing is just going to replace the little module that's underneath your dash. Pull out the one that's in there, put this one in. Should be good to go. It should work with the stock incandescent bulbs that are in the front. I asked them about that, but when I asked them, they said, hey, we'll send you a set of the LED front turn signals, because I think it actually, the like wig wag and the strobe and stuff that they have, those different settings probably look better with this. So I'm going to put these in, put that guy in, and we should be good. Replacing this turn signal bulb. To do it, basically you pop a couple clips out. You can get your hand up in here. Same place where you get to your fog, if you remember watching my fog video. And then you can turn it. All right, so old bulb, new bulb. Just pops out. New one pops in. confirm that it's in the right way with the turn signal check. All right, it's in the right way. I'm gonna put that in, and it should be good. All right, so this is what we got with just the turn signal bulbs replaced. These are the Diode Dynamics yellow or whatever, amber, whatever you call them. I've not put the or the smart tap in yet. This is basically what it looks like if you just replace the bulbs. Looks good. I forgot to get a shot of the before, but super bright, and I like that like quick on off as opposed to the kind of like warm up and cool down of the incandescent. All right, so the smart tap module is right behind here. There's no place to get to it without pulling off your trim here and then pulling this piece off. So what I've read is you kind of gotta pull this off. This guy, I think, just pries off. Set you guys there. There we go. This guy just pulls off. Ooh. It's like sticky adhesive. And then there is a Phillips screw right there that has to come off. All right, once that Phillips screw off, this pulls off like that. And then your module is right here. All right, so here's the factory one. Here's the one from from Diode Dynamics, the smart tap. Basically plugs in to that guy there, goes back on the socket, and that's it. Excuse the door chime. Clips back in, this goes back in, panel back on, rubber seal back on, and we're good. All right, here is the default strobe mode. It's like a double strobe thing. This is with the hyper blink, smart tap in. Same thing in the back. These are programmable. So the strobe is one, wig-wag is one, where it like blinks on this side, blinks on that side. You can just do the standard normal flasher thing too, if that's what you're into. So there's like a few different modes. I'll link to a video on like how you program it to do stuff. It's actually pretty easy. And then what else does this thing do? Oh, it does like the approach light thing, which is kind of cool. Let me show you that. All right, I probably won't use this feature that much, but basically if you want to unlock the car walking up to it, it'll display, this is programmable, the number of seconds that this displays, but basically it'll display the hazards, it's just like a strong single pulse for, I think it's like 10 to 90 seconds. So as you're walking up to the car, they just kind of stay on, illuminates the area a little bit. Also programmable, like I said. I probably won't use it that much because I have the keyless access. So I don't usually use the key to unlock the car. I just grab the door handle. So it'll, I guess, be on once I grab the door handle until I start the car or whatever. But yeah, unlock the car. It's basically going to keep this just illuminated for whatever amount of time you set it as. For those of you curious, this is a 2016, so it has the built-in smart tap thing already. It does still work. Pulses normally. By default, this one does it 4 times instead of 3 times like the factory. I don't know if you can see it on the wall out there. So it does work properly, which is good because I think the earlier modules had issues with that when the car had it built in. But yeah, no hyperblink issues and no issues with the smart tap. I do like the hazard options. I'm gonna work on programming those. I might make another video on kind of like how to do it and what they all look like, but I'll link to their video and you can see it. Pretty easy install overall. All right guys, so that's the Diode Dynamics upgrade. Smart tap, pretty cool. Definitely easy install. You just pop the little covers off, get it in there. The Tailless turn, super pumped about. I think it actually turns out really good. And I really like the dual extra backup light, which is nice with the tints and the tint on the tails and such. Quality of the parts, I was pretty impressed with. Everything looked good. The bulbs themselves are super high quality. Putting them in and everything, some of them are polarized, so you gotta flip it to make sure you get it in the socket the right way if it doesn't work the first time. But yeah, super awesome. I'll keep you updated, obviously, on whether, you know, the longevity of the bulbs and everything, but so far the quality is pretty stellar. Huge thank you to Diode Dynamics for, you know, giving me an email and asking me if I want to test out this stuff. I really like it. I'll drop a link to everything in the description if you're interested. Kind of see what the pricing is and, you know, general cost to do. Excuse me, general cost to do all this stuff. Very easy. Again, feel free to ask questions in the comments. Happy to answer. Good to see you guys again. Hopefully you're pumped about. Man, got like a Dorito stuck. Anyway, hope you guys are pumped about some more STi stuff. I got another thing, like I said in the last video, a cool, big, awesome partnership slash semi-sponsorship of a part that I'm trying to get soon. It's kind of a 10,000 subscriber celebration, even though we just hit 11. Thank you for that. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more stuff, and love you guys. Bye-bye.